eno ye Extreme Media UJ. Subscribe for all updates.
Mr. President, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Uls Egobye, the Treasurer of Uganda Law Society. Today I come with a special announcement. We call it the Executive Order number 8 of 2026. And it goes as follows. It's titled Termination of Begging Relations with the President of the Republic of Uganda and Chairperson of the National Resistance Movement. Let me repeat it for clarity. Termination of begging relations with the President of the Republic of Uganda and the Chairperson of the National Resistance Movement. Whereas the Uganda Law Society, as a statutory body representing the legal profession in Uganda, has a solemn duty to uphold the rule of law, promote justice, and safeguard the independence of the bar from undue influence, including financial inducements that compromise its autonomy. And whereas in December 2018, the President, Museveni, pledged shillings 5 billion towards the construction of the Uganda Law Society House, a promise that remains unfulfilled to this day, serving as a stark reminder of the government's selective generosity and unkept commitments. And whereas the pledge stands in sharp contrast to the ever-ballooning State House budget, which has seen donations approaching shillings, 1 trillion shillings, and classified expenditures escalating dramatically, with the recent allocations including over shillings 342 billion shillings for classified items and supplementary budgets, adding tens of billions more for donations and secretive spending, underscoring a pattern of fiscal irresponsibility and prioritization of patronage over public welfare. And whereas the wastefulness displayed during the 2021 and 2026 general elections, marked by widespread allegations of fraud, violence, and irregularities, further exemplifies the misuse of public resources to entrench power with excessive spending on security crackdowns, voter suppression, and electoral manipulation that undermined democratic processes. The independence of the bar is paramount to the administration of justice and the protection of constitutional rights, and any reliance on governmental largeness risks eroding this independence, fostering perceptions of compromise and diminishing the profession's role as a bulwark against executive overreach. The continuation of any begging posture is fundamentally incompatible with the Uganda Law Society's duty to credibly challenge a runaway budget corruption, otherwise known as portfolio corruption. Particularly, such corruption is disregarded as donations or corporate social responsibility, CSR schemes, a threat to the integrity and sustainability of public finance in Uganda. The ULS House has now reached near completion, achieved not through governmental benevolence, but through the unwavering contributions, sacrifices, and disciplined leadership of the ULS members, exemplifying the self-reliance, collective resolve, and sets a powerful example to the legal profession and the Ugandan society at large. Now, therefore, by virtue of the authority vested in the Uganda Law Society Governing Council under Section 9 and Section 10 of the Uganda Law Society Act, and in furtherance of the radical new bar commitments to ethical integrity, institutional autonomy, and genuine professional empowerment. Number one, we hereby terminate the begging relations. All forms of solicitation, dependency, financial pledges, or donations from the President of the Republic of Uganda in his capacity as head of state or chairperson of the National Resistance Movement are hereby terminated forthwith. The ULS shall no longer pursue, acknowledge, or rely on the unfulfilled pledge of 2018 or any similar inducements that could impair the bar's independence. Furthermore, the aforementioned shillings 5 billion pledge is hereby denounced as a hollow gesture, emblematic of a broader pattern of governmental unaccountability. This denunciation serves to reaffirm ULS's commitment to a fiscal highlight of the disparity between unkept promises to civil institutions and the unchecked expansion of State House expenditures on donations and classified items. The ULS restates the imperative to safeguard the independence of the bar, ensuring that the legal profession remains free from political patronage, financial coercion, or undue influence. This independence is essential for upholding the rule of law, advocating for justice, and holding power accountable, particularly in the face of electoral irregularities and fiscal excesses as witnessed in recent years. The near completion of the ULS House stands as a testament to the power of member-driven initiatives characterized by voluntary contributions, personal sacrifices, transparent governance, and exemplary leadership. This milestone sets a precedent for self-sufficiency and ethical conduct within the profession, inspiring future generations of lawyers to prioritize integrity over dependency. All mandates previously issued to envoys, representatives, or delegates of the ULS House of the Uganda Law Society for purposes of soliciting, negotiating, or pursuing the aforementioned pledge of 5 billion or any related governmental funding are hereby revoked and terminated. No further engagements in this regard shall be authorized or undertaken. The Uganda Law Society shall immediately redirect its institutional focus and advocacy resources towards reform of the financial provisions of the Advocates Act, the Uganda Law Society Act, the relevant civil and criminal laws. These targeted reforms shall be designed to dramatically improve earning capacity and legitimate earning methods of advocates and the society itself. This reform agenda constitutes the true professional financial vulnerability and is also a credible pathway to long-term independence, rendering any form of governmental begging obsolete and unnecessary. This executive order shall take immediate effect upon issuance and shall remain in force until such a time as it shall be amended or rescinded by subsequent order. Issued this 19th day of March 2026, Kampala, Uganda. Signed by all council members, headed by Isaac Timaze, Ssemakadde, the President of the Uganda Law Society, Arthur Isiko, the Treasurer of the Uganda Law Society. Thank you for listening to me.
abalungi abatuwuliriza era abatulaba olunaku olwaleero tukyaddeko ewa Sheikh Asiraf Dembe.
Ssebo nsanyuse okubalaba. Amannya agange ye Sheikh Asiraf Dembe akola ku bizibu by'enjawulo. Omuntu singa aba alina ebirwadde musomereddwa tunywa amazzi ga lukuya nga bw'obadde ogalaba tugenda abantu ku kyoto ne twokya emizimu emibi egibabaamu n'okulomba edduwa abantu singa abeera ng'ali wano atuuse nsobola okumulombera edduwa ne waba atatuuse nga mpadde amannya ge naye ng'ali wala maneetaase ennamba yange yeeno eri 07 01 76 37 11 nammwe bannyinaffe abali ebweru oyagala okuba nti oyagala okulombera ku dduwa ng'olina ebizibu viza zibuze amaka gakolongotana sente zikola zimpita mu ngalo ojja kumpeereza ekifaananyi kyo n'amannya go ebyo byokka bijja kummala nja kukulombera edduwa ojja kutereera olunaku olusembayo mu mwezi mba n'edduwa eyawamu ffenna n'abalwadde bange abakadde n'abapya. Salaamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.